Meghan Trainor sneaking back on the charts with her new single Made You Look, which is headed to be her biggest hit in a while, and her first big sighting in the streaming world. In fact, according to Billboard, it's the first time since 2016 that Meghan Trainor appears on the Billboard streaming songs chart. The song has experienced some virality on TikTok, and in a way, it's kind of a return to form for Meghan. For those of you familiar with her rise, she broke out in 2014 with All About That Bass and her debut album Tidal, which largely drew influence from 1950s doo-wop and pop sounds. Then she went into a more thousands direction with songs like No, which sounds like it was inspired by the era of Britney Spears, TLC, and Destiny's Child. Then she took a very large break and came back with a more adult contemporary sound, and then in 2020 released the largely ignored Treat Myself, which embraced more contemporary sounds, but didn't produce a big hit. Meghan hasn't shown the best consistency throughout her career, but Made You Look seems to be a step to get her back on the right track and in alignment with the beginning of her career. Meghan's primary sounds that have made her famous are heavily rooted in nostalgia. Made You Look keeps true to that and returns to the 50s doo-wop pop sound. I've never been a huge fan of Meghan's take on doo-wop, it's just a bit flat to me, but it's certainly not the worst thing I've heard. Her approach to doo-wop just tends to exist within a very narrow box, and I think Made You Look is also a showcase of that, because it sounds exactly like every popular Meghan Trainor song there ever was. It sounds very sonically similar to songs like All About That Bass, Dear Future Husband, Lips Are Movin', Tidal. It just all kind of blends together. And not only sonically, Made You Look even borrows a very similar melody from Dear Future Husband. It's essentially just a rehash, in addition to the doo-wop sound and styles she does. The song in itself is also a bit gimmicky, but I don't think there's necessarily anything wrong with that aspect. I mean, it does play a bit into the world of TikTok, but I don't think it's so heavy-handed that it also distracts from being a normal pop song that isn't pandering so hard to TikTok. Like, it bypasses the super aggressive marketing to TikTok. I will also say I like the harmonies and vocal arrangement on the song. But the song itself is just a pretty standard empowerment mantra. The lyrics read, I could have my Gucci on, I could wear my Louis Vuitton. Emphasis on tone because she says Louis Vuitton with a heavy twang in the song. But even with nothing on but I made you look. Yeah, I look good in my Versace dress, take it off. But I'm hotter when my morning hair is a mess. Cause even with my hoodie on, but I made you look. The song succeeds in being catchy, but it doesn't take a new angle or even try to push the doo-wop inspired sound in a new direction. It's just more so copy and paste. But people are responding to the song, which I'm sure her and her label wanted. It's carefree and maybe even fun to some listeners. The song is not bad by any means, it's just more of the same. TikTok has continued to breathe new life into not only upcoming and unknown stars, but also veteran acts, some which are experiencing entire resurgences due to the virality of a song on the app. And that aspect of TikTok is really cool. Meghan Trainor has been around for a while, but her output has not been consistent, with the inclusion of some of her off-putting topics. But the benefit of an app like TikTok is that when it comes to a song going viral, it doesn't really matter who the song is by or who the artist is. You can be embraced, and if the song catches on, it catches on.